Yeah. Just the view and kind of had the squat and we center look at it. Maybe jumping in the Ferrari F40 wasn't the wisest move for the first race of the day. I literally just fired up the stream and was like, let me jump in this race. It's about to start. Didn't test anything, just I'm racing. Uh-oh. Tricky, ain't it, buddy? Keep on going slow. I hope it's making that one. Ours still aren't even warmed up on the front. It's crazy. Everything's like 60 degrees. Yeah, that's in first place. The one that's in front of me is the one that knocked me off the road, so I'm not giving him much credit for getting in front of me yet. He didn't earn it. He stole it. Because it's more than the time you lose during the bump, right? It's the, psychology behind it. You're like, now you're pissed. So like, what are you doing, dude? And so now you're worried about that, not the apex. He's just cruising right along. Happy as a clam. I'm in first. Look at me. I did it. Yeah, just driving people off the road to do it. And then not stopping to give the position back that you screwed up. There's a lot about a man's character, doesn't it? Just cruising around, second place, 40 seconds left in the race. Really good start to the day. Looks like the rear tires are blocking up on us, though. We're in second. Third place is 20 seconds behind, so be happy. Okay, let's get this track change going. Okay, we're on a GT Imola. Oh no, this is Cup Monza. It's 2 on GT Imola, so I'll probably head over there next. Put this one on Red Bull Ring. I think that'll be a good one for the F40. Gotta reconnect, guys. What is that? Went to a different streamer's channel and that's what was playing. I'm like, what the hell is it? It was an ad. I'm like, this guy's patriotic for a guy that speaks Spanish. GT race. GT. I was having fun with the Mercedes last night. I'm gonna get back in the Mercedes. Move the camera around. We've adjusted things today. Keep it fresh. Keep it interesting. Let's keep on to Discord. I got a job interview this morning. I need to make sure I got my alarm set. This tune-up worked pretty good. I played with this a little bit late last night. Me and Fully Back and several of the guys all got together and played. Oh, there's Steve. Race coming up in 2 minutes. Just kind of watching, see if anybody's acting up. Oh, there's Steve. I love the interior of that car. It looks so good. That dash is great. Okay, we got 11 on the server. Today is gonna be a good day. Alright? There's just no other option. It just is. Always has, always was, always will be a good day. Oh, wait, was that the race? Oh, the race finished. We need a new track. My bad. I thought the race was about to start. What was the race? Do another race. How that be? Let's do a race game. in a second. It's kind of comical because I've been sitting here daydreaming about server issues. I'm not paying attention. I'm just kind of looking at the Apex on file, I guess. I do not remember doing any of these laps. I'm so focused on the server headaches I'm working on. I am truly an octopus, being able to drive, commentate, and think about server issues at the same time and my job interview. I'm just got a lot going on right now. I'll be interviewing a couple hours, so I'll have to bail at that point. It probably won't last very long at all, though. They're gonna give me the job description. They already seen my resume, so they'll ask me some questions. If I'm the real deal or not. Every stinking letter on that resume is accurate. And I wrote it myself. I did not use AI, so he probably took one look at that and was like, oh, this is an older guy. This is not Gen Z or whatever, Gen Alpha. Probably refreshing to a recruiter to see a real resume that was handwritten instead of polished by AI and fancy brackets and spacing and make it look pretty. Not just a wall of text. Good pass. We got that horsepower there, didn't we? Just flag got out of horsepower there, didn't we? He's really good with that F40, isn't he? I'm a little too timid with it. I love his straight line speed, but I don't feel comfortable like it's going to stick all the time on this hall like he's doing. James Snowden. In second. Excellent race. That was good stuff. Okay, GT is restarting right now. Started him from the pits? Oh. I don't know. Maybe a bug. We've had that happen before where it just starts everybody in the pit. The Le Mans pit style feature, I guess. Multi-class Circuit of America qualifying, that'd be fun. Maybe get back some people there. Did we beat him with the bread loaf? Up this bit rate. I'm gonna keep checking it every day, see if they got it fixed. I'm supposed to have 20 megabit, and I'm getting 2. So I'm trying to change ISPs, but it's getting this company to call me back. It seems to be a challenge for them for some reason. So, not a good impression with this new company. Oh, that setting there. WM8 competition. Guy from the server hosting companies here. I recognize you, buddy. How you doing? We beat up some Laguna Seca peeps. Bump, bit of bump, bit of bump, bit of bump, no bump. No bump, no bump. Get out of here, bump. We don't want it. Go away. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see what that value was. All right. There it is. They're trying not to hit each other, believe it or not. Snowden is really good. Wing is super good too. They're both amazing driving. Old tires on F40, that's hard to manage. can't wait till we can have some like team information over the cars in the games and see where they're from and all kinds of stuff. There should be a lot more than just a name if you want to see. Have like a little melon racing badge, a little melon racing man on it or something. I don't know. Cool. Goodness. Ew. I get between everyone. Wings in front of me, 16 seconds. So in my head today, I got so much on my mind, I'm not really traveling that great. But I'm enjoying it. Mm-hmm. Right, go on. This is what? Oh, wait, was that qualifying or a race? Oop, oop. No, that was a race. Okay, I got it right. PT Laguna. Sometimes I get confused. Am I racing or qualifying? Because it doesn't say it. That was the race. What's a Mount Panorama? Woo. What a day. Big day, big day, big day. Look at these guys. Holy. Screenshot that. Did we get the tune loading? Got so much going on today, I can't remember what I'm doing. Yo, what up, Spin? Oh, I forgot one. You got the music going, man. You got the vibe. What are you up to today? Got a few podiums in there, yeah. A good start so far. My brain is, I've got a lot on my plate today, so my brain is like, I'm not really locked in, you know? But I'm on autopilot today. I'm having fun, so I'm ready for work. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a job interview coming up in a little bit. Hopefully I'm going to have the same problem as you. It's a super good job, guys. This would be like $40,000 a year more than I've ever made if I got this job. It's an IT facility manager for a company that has a bunch of factories. So we'll see. Maybe it pans out. I'm going into it like I'm not getting it, but also going into it like I would like to get it. Let's get this vibe going, brothers. Get this vibe going. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Onward and upward, fellas. Turn and burn, that's right. Yeah, bro, if I get this job, the amount of melon racing service we have, they're going to tell me to stop buying them. I'm telling you. I'll fill that whole fucking first page of melon racing service. They will know our name. That's for damn sure. I'll buy every goddamn server they'll sell. And that's part of the reason they're not getting away from these server issues I keep reporting. Because I keep buying servers. I know damn well if I only had one, they'd delete that account in a heartbeat instead of fix it. But when you have 4, and you got a domain attached to it, and you got a Discord server with 400 or 500 people on it, we might actually be able to get them to work on it. Hey, so thanks for the buff, bro. Woo. It's that high level stuff we're talking about. Bro's helping each other get a better life. Even deep with that one. Had to do the Xbox controller flick on that one. Instant left, right. Trying to be fast to plug in an Xbox controller, let Windows detect the USB, then grab the thumbstick and turn. One more turn. Qualifying is over. Alright, good luck, fellas. James is still whipping us to that F40. He has got that sucker figured out. Oh. Whoa. Have I got a light on top of it? What's going on? So gone. Is that silver? I think it may have been. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I was thinking, I need to have a ranking system for servers too, so people that enter it can rank the server. Obviously, I wouldn't have wanted that early on, and then things crashing all the time. But you'd be ranking that, not part of the hosting, not the part of the racing in the server. Gabe Owners is ahead of me 5 seconds, and then James ahead of us 10 seconds. Dang. That's on. They're getting further away. Man. Look, boys. I mean, we're on a podium. That ain't no big deal. I'll take a podium. Look at that. The great thing about this is that as we get past guys like this in the server that keep coming back, like James has been here all morning. He'll be back to this server. He's loving it, obviously. These guys keep coming back. Wing keeps coming back. Steve Gurdon keeps coming back. You know, hopefully this Gabe guy comes back. He's really fast. You know, eventually we'll just have a whole server of people like this that are just excellent drivers. And I'm going to get fewer and fewer podiums and fewer wins because there's going to be more people that can beat me. And I am all for it because it's just going to raise the level of our team up. And yes, we're going to have a team, Melon Racing team. Got to be in the club to be on the team, obviously. That gets you access to the private server, and then we're going to have private race events. Not just going to be a server to join in and do our own stuff, but I want to race against other racing teams, maybe other servers, other Discord channels, other streamer groups, whatever, you know, just a good time all the time. One third. James at first, the Ferrari F40. Gabe in second. The BMW like mine, no doubt. The most impressive driver on the server is by far James. On the F40 getting it done. I just can't trust it enough to be that fast. I mean, I can get some podiums with it sometimes, but against this group? Nah, probably not. He's pulling that off with ease. Crack up the crap. Pretty good. Yes, track change. Track change. Okay. So we're restarting. Nerberg. And that's the F40, I think. On the way here. 9 o'clock, we're good. Put this one for 9:30. My interview's at 10. I'll probably have to bounce in about 30 minutes. Gotta give me a few minutes before the phone call to kind of refresh on my resume and recollect about technology. And, you know, they're going to ask me the same old tropes. would you say is your biggest weakness? Working for corporate companies that have no soul. That'd be my biggest weakness. For the money. I can see. Oh man, that looks real. The level of detail, God dang. Whoever did the modeling in this game, I mean, chef's kiss. Mwah. heating up. Try to get these tires hot. Oversteer a lot, maybe. I think that's a problem for those of us that are acutely aware of the correct steering angle. Sometimes driving correctly, you're not really scrubbing the tires much, and they don't really get hot. Conversely, somebody that's oversteering all the time can be scrubbing these tires, get them nice and toasty. I don't know why these don't heat up, but they really don't. An F40 party. You're invited. Don't dial F1. Oh, my brake glass wasn't right. No wonder it's walking up like that. Oh, much better. What? That glare had me confused. I was like, I can't see the road. I went down the wrong road altogether. Oh, James. He's the Ferrari expert. He should be up here. Oh, come on, you motherfucker. I'm just too distracted. And I've got an interview coming up, so I'm just checking the clock while I'm racing. And My brain is not fully on this at all. One, two, three with Ferrari F40s would be crazy. I've never seen that before. Against BMWs too. That's unheard of. Alright, second place. 10 seconds left in the race, so this is the last couple corners here. Yep. Andreas. Well, it's 6. That was the 6 that was on the GT. Then I'll go ahead and take a break. I got that interview coming up within the hour, about 40 minutes, so probably just gonna eat a little breakfast and maybe review my resume. Refresh my memory what I did at the different places, because you know we're talking about 35 years of experience. Kind of hard to remember everything. So the guy I'm interviewing with today is he's just the headhunter. He's not the actual company that's hiring, but he found my resume and a company down the road from me that needs a guy like me. So he's trying to bring the two together, and it would be like a I wouldn't be paid directly by that company. It's a temp to hire kind of situation, like because this company down the road had this position open one time before, and I think they hired somebody, and I'm guessing they're not working out because it's been about 6 months, and now they're looking for somebody else. So, and they're using this headhunter to do it instead of advertising themselves. So that tells me they're trying to look to bring somebody in that's better than what they found on their own. They were trying to do it cheap. They were trying to do their own HR, doing it cheap. Instead of getting a technical IT recruiter that knows IT, they tried to use their factory HR woman that probably doesn't know shit about IT. You know, they give her a script and say, ask them these questions. You know, she can't have a conversation about it. She can only ask those questions. And I can't tell you how many times I've been in an interview and they go, right off the bat, do you have the A+ certification? Like, no, ma'am. I have the MCSE certification, though. Yeah, it says here we need the A+. I'm sorry. The interview's over. You're like, what? A+ is beginner shit, lady. That's like 10 rungs below what I've done. You know, but they'll freaking throw your resume away because you don't have a very specific certification, even if it's an ancient one, just because they don't know what they're talking about and they're reading from a script that was given them 10 years ago about IT interviews. Anyway. So that interview's coming up shortly with the headhunter, and if he likes, I mean, obviously he likes my resume, so he's just going to vet me today and just make sure that I can talk about these subjects, and I'm not just like looking at Grok and, you know, like these kids are doing today, fresh out of college. I've got 30 years of experience. Come on, man. How? You haven't done shit. You barely know how to wipe your ass at this point compared to me in the IT world. So anyway, that'll go on in a little bit here, and hopefully he'll vet me, and if he likes me, he'll put me forward as a candidate to this company down the road. They're in a neighboring city, so it wouldn't be a far drive, like 15 minutes or something probably, if I had to guess, which isn't bad. And it would nearly double the best income I've ever had in my whole IT career, and I've been an IT manager for a lot of places, so this one would be a big, big deal. And because initially it would be a temp to hire situation, I can command an even higher pay because they're not going to pay me insurance and all. The company, the manufacturing facility that needs me, they're not going to pay for insurance and all that. It's going to be a contract position. And I am a contractor. I contract out for a lot of companies, but so in doing so, you can set a better rate than what you might wind up as a full-time position. Because with a full-time position, it's pay plus compensation. They want to, we'll give you 2 weeks off paid. We'll give you, those kind of things also count as compensation in their eyes. In my eyes, it doesn't. Get the pay right, guys. Listen, when you do these interviews, you do these negotiations for pay, it's really hard to, it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable conversation because you feel like you're kind of reaching into their wallet and taking money out, right? You can feel that way. But I'm telling you, if you can just set that feeling aside for just a few minutes of discomfort and just be a boss, and just be like, look, I cannot work for that kind of money. That's not going to pay the bills. I'm not going to be happy. You want me to stay there, right? You want me to be happy and flourish there. Pay me what I'm worth. and just let them know, you know, that you're not going to settle for, you're not going to be the one that goes in there cheap. You're going to pay me what I'm worth, and I'm going to work hard, and you'll get what you paid for. And usually they'll respect that, and they'll come up off the wallet a little bit anyway. They'll negotiate. So don't take the first offer. And they'll try to use verbiage like, you'll be starting at... No, it's still a negotiation. You would like to start me at. You know what I mean? You can't obviously be that confrontational with them during this. But that's just kind of the things that are going through my head. You have to listen very carefully what they're saying. And make sure you're covering your ass. Those few minutes of discomfort during a negotiation that can determine I'm making it or I'm flourishing. And I'm actually getting ahead in life. And I'm actually putting money in the bank. You know, you're talking about negotiating for $1 or $2 or whatever. Doesn't sound like much, or even if it's 50 cents. But you know, multiply that over a month, and now there's your internet bill. There's your fuel for the month. There's your oil change. There's your, you know, TV, whatever. So grab every penny you can, and it's so critical to get it off the rip. These guys, age-old technique in corporate HR 101. They look at your resume. You could have done everything there ever was since the dawn of time in IT, and they will find one thing that you haven't, that somebody in their corporation needs. And they'll be like, oh, you don't have, you know, you're not a DBA, you're not a database admin. Like, no, I'm not. That doesn't mean I can't do it. I'm just not a certified database admin. I work with DBAs day in and day out in my job, you know, so I speak their language, they speak mine, we get stuff done. Doesn't, you know, being part of IT is that you can fix anything. So you can't go in an interview and then throw something like, well, you're not a DBA. I'm IT. You think I can't pull up the database screen and understand what's going on or figure it out? Give me a break. I've been doing this since the dawn of time. Nothing I can't figure out. If it can't be figured out, that means it's just broken. And if it's just broken, you replace it and get something that can work. You know what I mean? So that's that kind of deal. Anyway, onward and upward. We'll be back in a little bit. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to check out the melonracing.com site. I'm going to add some more verbiage to explain a little more about it per request. But we do have the Assetto Corsa EVO Clean Racers Club. It's open now. We've got 3 members so far. That's a private club. It's $10 a month. And what that gets you is access to that club. And in there, it's going to be the cream of the crop. We have 3 public servers and then that private one. So GT, if I can put this in a way you can see it. Yeah, GT multi-class, right? GT multi-class cup and Clean Racers Club. This bottom one, that's the exclusive club, not just anybody in there. That's password protected. So to get into that one and race with us, that's a $10 donation a month. That helps keep the servers up, and it proves to us that you're serious. Because if we made it $1, well, everybody's got $1, you know. So the rammers are just going to give you $1, come in there and wreak havoc on stream. And there'll probably be some that will do it for 10, but they might not do it every month. And regardless, I'll be in there and kick them out anyway. So, yeah. It is looking good. I'll show you what the website looks like. You guys that might be out and about. Can't pull up the full site or something, but here, let me put the display back on it. Yeah, so that's it. It's just basic placeholder right now. A couple links to our Discord, my YouTube, what we're about, a little contact film if you have questions. We may do a newsletter later, so if you want to add your email address, you can. And then this link here to get started now, here's where I need to add some verbiage so people understand a little more about what you're getting for the 10 a month, but this will take you to like a PayPal. And that's how you subscribe to it. From there, you just let me know that you've done that in the Discord server. and then I add you to that role, and then you have access to that server, that game server, and that will also give you access to this section, which in here has the password. So this is the normal voice server for the public guys, and this is for the private server, and it's password protected as well by the role. And once you're added to that role and get access to the club, then you'll show up over here, right here, separate from everybody that's online. So right now I got about 70 people online, 378 sleeper, and you'll show up here. So everybody will know that you're a VIP on the server, not to be trifled with. They're going to eat your dust. So it's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm just excited about it. That's why I keep rambling. So I'll stop here. I got to get ready for this thing in 30 minutes. See you later. GG's.